Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Sports Blitz here, and we're back with another NFL mock draft. Before I get into it, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Guys, we hit 1,350 subscribers. I really appreciate that. I'd say next goal is 1,500. So, if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, and if you're not, you know what to do. Hit the like button. For this mock draft, I already know I'm gonna have a ton of dislikes. Okay, I know a lot of people are gonna hate this, but this is going to be what I would do if I was the GM of all of these teams. Okay, I know my opinions are gonna differ from a lot of other people's, but this is gonna be what I would do if I was them. So, jumping into it, number one overall, I'm not taking Aiden Hutchinson. I don't think he's the best, pick here. I am going to go with Evan Neal. I think he's the most balanced tackle here. I would say Charles Cross is the best pass blocking tackle, and Icky's the best run blocking tackle. Neal is very balanced and very good at both. And really, whether they want to pay Cam Robinson or not, Neal is better. I think they could also honestly put Neal at right tackle if they wanted. Have Neal and Robinson. I think he's best player available. I think it'd be in their best interest to go with him. Number two. Now I'm also not going to have the Lions go Aiden Hutchinson here. I'll be honest. I mean, Hutchinson I think will be solid. Okay. This isn't necessarily a knock on him, but I don't really think he's going to be, this crazy generational, edge talent that people are giving him credit for. He's got a high floor, but I also think he has a relatively low ceiling. I think he's going to be the guy that consistently gets you like 7 to 10 sacks every season, but never, you know, never really goes crazy and gets like 15 sacks. That's what I think of him. So I'm going to go with the player that I think has the most upside here. And again, I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but I'm going to go Jermaine Johnson. I freaking love this kid. I think if he can reach his potential, I think he can honestly be like a Von Miller type of player. I really do. I love this kid. Number 3 for the Houston Texans. This is a tough one. It's definitely between Hutchinson, KT, and Sauce Gardner. I personally feel like there's good edges every year, and I think there's going to be some good edges in free agency this next year as well. But you don't really come across generational talents at corner the same way that Sauce Gardner is. So I think I'm going to go with Sauce Gardner. Though a player like Icky or Charles Cross would also be a consideration there. Texans definitely have options right there. Number 4, Jets. Based off who's on the board, I think right here's where we got to take Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, I think he's still a top 5 player in this draft. I would consider KT right here, but overall, that's not what I'm going to end up doing. Number 4, I'm going to go with Icky. I think he's better than Cross. I think he's actually quite a bit better than Cross. And really, it's a situation, too, that even if he doesn't work out at right tackle, because they've already got Andrew Thomas at left tackle, even if they can't, make that tackle combo work, I think he can be a Pro Bowl level guard. So either way, they're fixing that offensive line and giving both Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley more of a chance. So 6. Now this is a another really tough scenario. I mean, the Panthers could definitely trade back. There's been a lot of talk about Charles Cross there. Honestly, and I'm going to say this as a Panthers fan, okay? Those of you who know me know I'm a Panthers fan. I want Malik Willis. And so if I was the GM and he's on the board here, I will go Malik Willis. So number 7, with the way the board is right now, I'm going to go with KT. Sorry if you can hear some noise outside right now, guys. It sounds like my neighbor's kids are playing right now, and it's close to my window. Number 8. I think it'd be really hard to pass on, really Garrett Wilson or Trayvon Walker or Kyle Hamilton, really. All 3 of those guys are really big considerations here. But, man, you got to give Mariota a chance to succeed. I think we got to go Garrett Wilson. He's really good. You give him some weapons. Sorry, I was saying Garrett Wilson's really good, but you give Mariota some weapons, and I think he'll have a decent showing in Atlanta. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying he'll be their franchise quarterback, but he'll have a decent showing, I think. So number 9, the way the board is right now, I'd say probably Charles Cross. Number 10, guys, I'm not a big fan of Drake London. I'm really not. And I'll be honest, I like Jameson Williams' potential. He's definitely a big boomer bust type of guy, though. I feel like if he doesn't reach his potential, that's a really high pick to spend on him. But if he does reach his potential, he's going to be really good. So it's a situation that, do you want to take the gamble, or do you want to go with a guy like, Kyle Hamilton or even Derek Stingley, or you could even make that D line just absolutely nuts and go Jordan Davis. I mean, have Carl Lawson, Aiden Hutchinson, Jordan Davis, and Quinnen Williams. That's a disgusting defensive line. That's not what I'm going to do in this one. I think I'm going to go with Jameson Williams. I think you got to take the gamble on, his potential right there. But, I mean, there's some good options there as well. Number 11, I mean, I just can't pass this up. We got to go Derek Stingley to Washington. Right here, Vikings could go either Kyle Hamilton or Trayvon Walker. And guys, I'll be honest, I'm not sure if Trayvon Walker really ends up falling this far, but I don't know really if Kyle Hamilton does either. I think we're going to go Kyle Hamilton right here. And then right here, if I'm the Texans, I'm not letting Trayvon Walker fall past. It's just not happening. So then 14 for the Ravens. Looking at the board right here, I would consider Jordan Davis, Devontae Wyatt. Chris Olave would be a consideration, but I don't really see them going receiver in the first round. Andrew Booth and Trent McDuffie. I really like Booth as a scheme fit for the Ravens. I know a lot of people don't really like Booth, but he is a really good zone corner. The Ravens tend to run more zone, and I don't really see them extending Marcus Peters after this year, and Booth, I think, would be an excellent replacement. So definitely a really good scheme fit. That's why I would take him there over McDuffie. So I think that's what we're going to do, but definitely considering Jordan Davis. 15. This is a tough one. I know Eagles fans hate it when I do this, but I'm going Jordan Davis. I mean, I get it. Devontae Wyatt is good. And based off what we've seen, yeah, Devontae Wyatt may be the better pass rushing D tackle. But I think Davis can honestly develop into a really solid pass rushing D tackle as well. And I mean, you put him in the middle of that D line and nobody is running on that defense. Then 16 with the Saints. Now again, purely off what I would do in this scenario, I think we've got to go probably Chris Olave, though I would really, you know, I'd consider Trevor Penning, but Chris Olave is definitely the better pick here, I feel like. 17, Chargers. I mean, the more and more I watch Trevor Penning's tape, I don't know that he really yells Chargers to me. And he seems like he holds a lot. I think he's going to get a lot of penalties in the NFL if he doesn't fix his form. So he's kind of falling down the board a little bit for me. So I don't think we go tackle right there. I think right here, I think we're going to go Devontae Wyatt. I think we go Devontae Wyatt. 18. This is definitely between two players, and this is Trent McDuffie and Devin Lloyd. I'm a huge Devin Lloyd fan. Those of you who've watched the channel for a while know how high I am on him as well. And I think he's an awesome scheme fit for the Eagles. This is another one of those just perfect draft fits. It's definitely between him and McDuffie. I think there's going to be some solid free agent corners next year too. And I mean, you already have Darius Slay. I think we're going Devin Lloyd. I think he's going to be a game changer for that defense. And really, like, I get that they signed, I believe it was Kazir White, as well as, I know they signed another linebacker. And no, I'm not thinking of Hassan Reddick. I already know about him. But I know they signed another linebacker too. Can't think of his name. But I'm not a fan of their linebacking core. I mean, Reddick is going to be an edge rusher. I'm not a huge fan of Kazir White. Devin Lloyd, I think, could come in and instantly start over White. I truly feel that way. So I think he'd be awesome with Philly. 19 for the Saints right here. This is also kind of a tough one. I hear that they really want a quarterback, but I think they should give Jameis Winston a chance. I really do. I think Jameis should be the guy for this year, and, you know, if he plays well, keep him for longer. If not, try drafting a quarterback next year. Unless they want to wait till like the second round and see if, you know, maybe Pickett or Ritter or even Sam Howell is still available. But I wouldn't take one in the first round for the Saints. So I think what we're going to do... Man, this is a tough one. Sorry I'm spending so long on this pick. You know, I think you gotta like Penning's potential. If he fixes his footwork a little bit and stops holding, I think he can be a decent, well, not decent, but a good tackle. And I know they lost Teron Armstead in free agency. I think it makes sense. And really, the Saints have amazing coaches. That offensive line coach is really, really good. I think working with Penning will work out really, really well for them. So then for the Steelers, I would say with how the board has fallen right here, honestly, it's got to be between Zion Johnson and Treylon Burks. I think I'm... Oh, this is so tough. Tyler Linderbaum is definitely a consideration too. Mm, oh my gosh. I Okay, if I was a Steelers fan, I'd be pumped about any three of these picks. It's just a matter of which one do I go with. Zion Johnson, Tyler Linderbaum, or Traylon Burks. I mean, I'm a lot higher on Burks than a lot of other people are too. I really like him. I know a lot of people, kind of stopped hyping him after the combine, but look at the tape itself, okay? Yeah, I get it. Combine's fun to watch. It's fun to see how athletic some of these guys are, but you got to look at the tape too. And he is really good on tape. But that offensive line isn't very good at all. I think we're going to go Tyler Linderbaum. Have him jump in at center, and then they could put Kendrick Green back at guard. And then 21, the Patriots are now on the board. And right here, I think, is where we're going to go Trent McDuffie. Kind of the J.C. Jackson replacement. 22. I think we go George Karlaftis right here. 23. Now, I know I never switch up this pick. I've always had them taking Kyrie Lam. That's completely what I would do, honestly. They need a corner, and I'm not normally one to draft for need anyways, but I love Kyrie Lam. He is a stud, and he does not get the love he deserves. 24 for the Cowboys right here. I mean, I hear they really want to rebuild that offensive line and get it back to, how it was in 2016 when it was the best O-line in the league. Zion Johnson could definitely be a huge help there. Daxton Hill would also be he would do wonders for that defense. So it's definitely between these two. I think we got to go Zion Johnson. It'll really help Zeke's production too. 25 Bills on the board. There's really no corners here that I would really think are worth taking. For me, I'm not a fan of the Bills O-line. I'm not. I think they got to be able to get better at running the ball. And, if they can get better at running the ball, it'll definitely make Josh Allen's job a lot easier. Okay? Run the ball better, be able to set up the play action better, make it so Josh Allen doesn't have to throw so freaking much. I mean, he's really good at it, it doesn't really hinder him. But when you can run the ball well and control the clock, you can be so much better of an offense. And I think the Bills need to look that way. So I'm going to go Kenyon Green. 26, Titans are on the board. I think with the way it's fallen right here, I think we go Nakobe Dean. He's another guy that I haven't really lost hype for at all. I know a lot of people recently have been saying he's not very good, doesn't even deserve to be in the first round, and all this other smack. I disagree. I think he's good. I do like Devin Lloyd more. I think Lloyd is the number one linebacker in this class. But Nakobe Dean is really good. And I do think he'd be a game changer for whatever team he goes to. 27. Now, if we were doing what I think will happen, if the board were to fall this way, I think they would honestly look for a receiver. I mean, they They love getting firepower. But what I would do here is I would probably go with, I'm thinking Daxton Hill. I think Daxton Hill would be an awesome addition to that defense. 28. Packers, I still think they need a receiver. And again, if I was them, right here, it's definitely between Burks and Dotson, but I'm going to go Burks. Chiefs, I mean, again, if I were them, I'd go Dotson. Get a receiver. I think Dotson is the best available. And then considering who is still on the board, ooh, guys, I think there's two players that I really, really am considering right here. And they're not edge rushers. Jaquan Brisker and Breece Hall. Sorry, I was looking at 39 and 41, both down here, and Moore was right in between, so sorry about that. But Jaquan Brisker and Breece Hall, both of those would be huge. I really like Breece Hall, and really a combination with him and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Ooh, that's gonna be a good offense again. I think I'm gonna go Breece Hall. I've never had him go in the first round either. He's always been an early second for me. So I think that'd be huge. 31 for the Bengals. I am going to go with Jaquan Brisker. And then for the Lions, honestly, I think the Lions could honestly use two edges. Just being completely honest here. They could use two. I'm gonna go with David Ojabo. I really like his upside. I think he can honestly be decent in coverage as well if they were to ask him that. So yeah, get David Ojabo right there and Jermaine Johnson at 2. And plus that way, where the Jags have pick 33, but the Lions have 34, they could still get a quarterback right there. Kenny Pickett's still on the board. Desmond Ritter's still on the board. They can still get their quarterback right there. So I really like it. You know, looking at this, on paper it looks good to me. Okay, because these are players who I would go with. But I know I'm probably going to get a lot of dislikes on it. So, but yeah, guys, let me know what you think of it in the comments section below. Guys, I'm just going to be honest here. Negative comments, I'm not even going to take the time to reply to. I'm either going to just remove it, or I'm just not going to reply to it. I'm not going to reply to the negative comments. But if you like it, let me know. You know, always welcome to talk more football. I did want to let you guys know, if you guys are still sticking around, I am doing a Madden 22 PS4 franchise league. I would assume it also works for PS5. I don't know if it's cross-platform, but I'm doing a fantasy draft franchise league. So far, I've just got me and one other person in the league. So if you guys are interested, shoot me a DM on Twitter. That's the sportsblitz_6. Shoot me a DM on there, and you know we'll get you into the league. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know about that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you later.